Hi, Audacious Entrepreneurs. Veronica Kieran here. It's been a while, hasn't it? There's a lot to update you on, and this really is going to be kind of like an update, farewell video. And what do I mean by farewell, right? So, okay, let's get to that right off the bat here. For those of you that are following me on Instagram or Facebook or any of the other socials, you may have heard that I am leaving on book tour, and I'm leaving very soon. I actually leave in 4 days. So that's quite exciting, and it's definitely been taking a lot of my time and energy and focus, which is why I haven't really been on my YouTube channel that much. So you're probably wondering, well, then am I even going to be updating my YouTube channel ever? Yeah, I will. I really like making these videos, and I hear all the time that they're extremely useful for you. And that's everything to me. That's exactly what I want. But as entrepreneurs, we have to make decisions about our time. And I think a lot of you have experienced the whole, how do I make time for social media and how do I manage it all? And for me personally, I'm on a lot of the social media platforms. It's more of making time for the things that take the most amount of time as I'm making this transition, because not only am I going on book tour, I'm also moving to Los Angeles. So I'm leaving Michigan, heading to the West Coast where it doesn't get freezing cold, and there's just a lot more going on, which is what I think my business needs. So there's been a couple strategic statements that I've made. First of all, I've made time decisions. As I am heading out on book tour and making this transition, I'm concerned that I won't have time to be updating this YouTube channel in the way that I want to. So I've decided that a better way for me to reach my audience and have greater success in getting this message across is through a podcast. And so I started a podcast. I will link it below. It's called Audacious Entrepreneur on the Move. And it will be documenting what it's like to build a book tour, what it's like to go on book tour, what it's like to move a business across the country, and just generally move across the country. So you're going to get a lot of goodies from me about marketing, social media, networking, books, and authorship. It's been fun so far. There's already 5 episodes, so definitely check it out in the show notes. But both of these mediums take editing and management, and so I said, okay, I need to make a decision, and with book tour and moving, I won't be able to control the visual space as easily. I'm not planning on bringing my lighting kit or fancy equipment, so I kind of had to make the choice to say it's going to be easier and better for me to do a podcast for the time being. Okay, so then the move to Los Angeles. We're talking about strategy again, and I definitely chose to move to Los Angeles because my business is in a very critical growth stage, and I needed more. I also need better weather. I actually get rather depressed in winter, which I think many of you can relate to, especially if you're in northern states. And so I knew that I was hitting this kind of ceiling for what my current city could offer the type of business that I'm growing. And so I decided, you know what? I'm going to make an audacious move. And it's not without trepidation or a healthy amount of nerves, but I know it's the right thing for me and it's the right thing for my business. And ultimately, I have to think that way. My business is my baby. I want to be able to reach out to others and help others as they're starting their own audacious adventures. And LA is going to be the right place for me to be doing it. So with all of that said, as you can see, we're maybe perhaps assumed it's rush hour here, so you're seeing a lot of the lights go by. Again, I'm packing up, and so this looks clean. If you could only see in the mirror, there are things everywhere. So I carved out my little spot and made sure that I could get this video done for you while I have a moment to breathe in between goodbyes and packing and planning. And so that's why you're seeing the lights go across my face. It's rush hour. It's rush hour in the only place then in my house that is mildly presentable. So with that, please join me on my podcast, The Audacious Entrepreneur on the Move. Listen, get all of the goodies that you're used to getting here are going to be there. And maybe even more so because I'm updating it way more often. I started it earlier this month and there's already 5 episodes. So you're just going to get more. You're going to get more of me. You're going to get more coaching, more ideas, just better advice all the way around because it's something that I can get out there a lot easier. So it's been wonderful. This channel's not dying. It's just going on pause, just like it did last year. And I will be back here again with more updates, more ideas, and more to share in the future. But for now, please join me on the podcast, and I hope that you stay audacious. Thank you so much.